All right. According to this, I am live and I have no idea where the chat is, but up there's the chat. Okay, just have to sign into the chat. This is my first time using Streamlabs and I don't know how long. So we'll see how we do with this. But in case you missed yesterday's live stream, my name's Alicia. This is Slasher Chick TV, and we are on a journey to go live for 90 consecutive days in order to get back into the habit of being here on this YouTube channel. Now, I made the mistake of trying to log into the chat here on Streamlab, and now I can't even find my tab where Streamlab is on. If you are here in the chat and listening to me while I can't see the chat, then add how you are. I feel like people are either one tab or many tab people. So are you a one tab or a mini tab type of person? Okay, it's giving me a chance to allegedly log in, but I don't even see this live yet, which is somewhat concerning. Like I'm on my channel and it's not live. So how long is this delay? Yeah, let's see. Because this says I've been live for a minute and 58 seconds, and now it appears to be frozen. 2 minutes. Okay, we're just gonna keep it pushing. Oh no, there I am. I am live. Okay, so 2 minutes and oh there. Hey Marlene, Marlene, I am on Streamlabs today. And I'm trying to figure out how I log into the chat. I really have no clue right now. And it's saying I have to log onto the web to log into the chat. Like, what? Like, sign into what? What are you even? But let me. Oh, but it'll let me like your chat? Will it let me do that? Oh. Okay, so I just learned one limitation with doing Streamlabs and the chat is that it won't let you chat right from the entrance or from the instance. You have to go to either a web browser or I'm going to be chatting with you on my phone. So there. That's my new thing I learned today. So I'm well. How are you, Marlene? I hope you were having a better day today than you were the other day and feeling more like your most optimistic self and enjoying life. Hopefully, you got some good weather today and some good sun. All right. So, as you know, I'm on day 3 here of going live for 3 days and for 90 days. But at least I want to first start with. Oh, good. I'm glad you're being spoiled. What did you do to be spoiled? Like, I'm hoping it involves some pampering. Um, and maybe some beach time. That is me living vicariously and wishing I were so close to beaches. Oh, your niece is spoiling you today. That's so lovely. I love that. I love that for both of you. I'm sure she is excited for her auntie time just as much as you are enjoying being spoiled by her. One of the things I was going to do this evening was look at my first live stream. But oh my goodness, this thing is slow. Oh, so you had breakfast, lunch, and dinner in bed? That is a Saturday, okay? That is a pampered auntie day. What was your favorite meal of those meals? or you can pick a favorite item from them. And she brought me food, spa, and did my nails, and then painted my nails. What color did you paint your nails? That's another thing I keep on my list of mood boosters or nail polish colors that I love. Like, I love a good real red nail polish, and that makes me feel. I feel like we've talked about this before, but at this point, it was probably like 5 years ago. Um, yeah, I can't. So I was going to clean out my content here, okay? Because I'm really trying to start fresh here with my channel and be committed to delivering regular content on the channel. And I noticed that, since I wasn't, ooh, French toast with strawberries. I love that. That does sound really good. I might have that tomorrow. Because I could see that also with like a little cream sauce. Oh, sounds lovely. What a lovely niece you have. Congratulations for both of you. And purple is your go-to nail polish for feeling good. I love that. I was, yeah, looking through old videos and realizing there are videos here that are 5 years old. No one's ever going to watch, and or at least watch again. And if I am looking to reinvigorate my channel, declutter it, if you will, some of these I can now make private. But I was intrigued myself because one of the beautiful things about creating content on YouTube, especially if you do vlogs or anything that is about just kind of where you are in your life right now, it also serves as a bit of a video diary. Um, okay, I realize that none of these things about this overlay are working. Okay, Marlene, tell me why you say don't delete. And hear me out here. I did some research here first on the ones I was going to delete. I wasn't just going to delete anything or just anything, but I have like old streams that have not. Oh yeah, I love doing that too. I love going back to someone's channel and looking at the very beginning, or at least the oldest video they have on there, and seeing their growth over time and like where they started. So I'm not getting rid of those, like some of the live streams, blah blah blah. But you know how I used to do those like motivation streams, and it was just motivational words with some music, and I love those to like get ready to in the morning or something like that. But it doesn't add value to the channel after the fact, where I need to leave it up. It's a nice thing maybe if somebody's there live, but nobody's going back to that and watching it later, versus like something like your motivational minutes, right? Somebody might go back to that, Marlene, and listen to your words, but they're not going to go back and like watch a stream with just random music playing from 5 years ago. It's just not going to happen. So those are some of the ones that I want to get rid of. And one of them, though, is like an old live stream. But hear me out. I'm not sure if I want to get rid of it. I know it hasn't gotten any views at all, but I don't know what's in it. So I was going to click on it in here and see what happened. But actually, okay, one of them, okay, I won't, but I hear what you're saying. And now you got me a little nervous. Like, you know what? At least wait till you're at monetization before you get rid of anything. But okay, hold on. Let me see if I can pull this out. I don't even know how to share a screen here in Streamlabs. I think I'm about to find out. I won't delete it if it doesn't have copyright. No, I hear what you're saying. But I also have ultimately like a way that I want like the channel to look and feel, and it's like to have an analogy would be like if I were redesigning the home to be modern, and I have some like Renaissance style furniture here. I either need to move the Renaissance furniture to a Renaissance themed room, or I need to like refurbish or repurpose or move it out. And so some of these, like, I need to continue to clean up so that it ultimately. Now, I'm still figuring out exactly what that look and feel is. But I also, to the thing that I was talking about before, like, if it's content that I have up there, but when people do click on it, they don't watch through, and it also just like, if it's their first thing they ever, well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I gotta think about it. But yeah, I just don't see how much value like a stream from 5 years ago that like nobody has clicked on in over a year adds if it makes it look cluttered. That's what I'm trying to get out. Finally, I had a word. Now, but one that like, and the other thing too is all the things that you do as a premiere still are in the live stream section too. So I would want to go back and see like what are these are actually premieres versus what was actually alive. So yeah, that's what I don't know. Now some of the lives I do know people have clicked on them within the last year, and I've actually gotten like watch time off of them, and I would not delete those. But some of them I know they have not. Like, but one of these, okay, yeah, this is a 2 minute live. I am very intrigued. I want to know what the heck was I doing in this video. So let me see how I even do this though. Okay. It says I can, oh. All right, look at me figuring out how to use Streamlab. All right, can you see my second screen right now? And you should be able to see my, what do you call it? I keep on my life from 3 years ago, and I was doing finance content. People were still watching those. Like, yes, that makes sense, right? That is evergreen content that makes sense to keep. 5 years ago of us just like hanging out saying hi, I don't know how much, that'll be worth keeping. So like this one that says it's a sip and chat for 2 minutes. How it got 29 views and 10 comments, who knows what that is? We're about to find out. How do you even, I'm like, how do you even watch these things? Part of what intrigued me is I really missed this wig. I loved that wig. This is what partially led me down this declutter rabbit hole, because I still have that wig, and I'm like, girl, that wig is over 5 years old. It might be time for you to let it go. I haven't even worn it in that long either, or at least 3. I very much, once I started getting the braids consistently, I loved the freedom of not having to think about my hair for an extended period of time. Oh my god, why is that so big? That is not how that should be looking. Hold on, y'all. Oh, bam. Let me see if I can figure out how to fix that. Does this fix it? No, hold on. Does this fix it?
Now let's see what happens. How does it always say I have 2 concurrent viewers if I'm like the only person in my room?
Okay. I know I was definitely in my wig phase at that time, Marlene.
Huh?
Okay.
I doubt I have a stalker. It doesn't even say, oh, now it says I have 1. It doesn't even say I'm live. It's probably
thank you. Now I do still have
like
that top, and I love that top. I'm not getting rid of that top. I love that top.
My Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance MBA. Thank you for the thumbs up. I'm actually just trying to test and see if I can get the chat widget from Streamlabs OBS to actually work.
I was just gonna say, I think I'm testing Streamlabs there too.
I disabled it, logged out, logged back in, reinstalled it, and that is supposed to fix it. However, your chat didn't pop up on the screen, so lies they tell.
And apparently was pretty frustrated that it looks like
start this with the widgets.
Streamlab even at the time. And even now it's not doing what it's supposed to do. It is supposed to.
That makes a difference.
I put a chat box
Well, I'm glad that it sounds
on
good.
the screen and it's not
But you
showing.
see, wait, is it right there? No, it's on the other side. Right here to my left
Oh, it did pop up. Okay.
is where my chat's supposed to pop up.
Oh, no. That was not what was supposed to pop up. Ugh. I really like all of the options in Streamlabs, Marlene. Like, they have, all right, let's see if I can do this right. All right, yeah, like the overlay options that they have, like this, this overlay, I just downloaded somewhere from Canva and was like, oh, let me see what the overlay works like. And then the chat box is supposed to be right here to the right. And now it's not showing up. Yeah, I find it hard to navigate a little bit as well. But one thing with me and anything that has to do with like technology, I refuse to let it beat me. Like, it will not. I will figure it out. So as soon as I learn it, yeah, I'll give you some classes so we can learn it together. Now, yeah, the chatbot should be the chat box should be right here where it says donations. It should be covering that up because I didn't want those donations. Now the subscriber goal, that should be here. And my subscriber goal right now is 100. Because if I can get to 1,100 subscribers by the end of this challenge, I would really like that number. Just like I like alliteration and letters, I like my numbers to be the same too. I don't know. So 1,100 feels like real. But I don't know why it's not showing up the way it's supposed to. Or maybe it is on desktop and it's just not on mobile. I don't know. But what I do know is since that video, yeah, was apparently only me testing Streamlab, like we are testing again today. This one I will leave up, but that one's gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that one. And it was only 2 minutes long. Put out shorts every day, twice a day. All right, tell me what you mean about that and how you think that helps. I had put out a couple shorts and I'm not enjoying the shorts experience. The only other thing too I will say I do not care for about Streamlabs is it takes up a lot of memory while it's trying to operate. And so if you're trying to like show a video or something, 400 subscribers in 3 months with shorts. I can see how shorts would work for you too though, because your content is pretty similar in that like you wouldn't be doing anything on your shorts that doesn't dovetail right into your long form content. As far as one of the things that I feel like if I'm trying to do something that's like even say like a listicle, if I'm just going to use the example of like the low cost self-care conversation that we had, and it was like 25 things. So I tried to do shorts of like pulling out one or two of them, etc. And the thing I found so far, but it's still early days, is that those shorts have not led to people then wanting to come like, oh, let me go find out more of what it was after that for me. But in remixing the old content, I had thought about that. So one thing that YouTube keeps telling me I should replay. Darn it. I think my computer is like, no, don't ask me to do anything else. Let me see if I can get... Hold on. What does that do? All right. I don't know if that removed the chat box or not. But as far as old content, YouTube keeps telling me you should double down on this. You should try to do more of this. And I was gonna look at that again because I was like, what did I even do? I don't even remember what it was. It was like a wardrobe remix one. But Streamlabs has sufficiently frozen everything else on my desktop. So I can't switch to it now, even if I wanted to. But that's okay, because is this true? I've been live for 20 minutes right now. Okay. Because my commitment to myself is to go live for at least 30 minutes. Now, the other thing, too, and why I just went ahead and came on now, even though I wasn't exactly sure, I'm like, I don't even know exactly what I'm going to talk about, what I'm going to do. But it's getting later and later, and if I don't do it, I'm going to have an excuse for why I don't get it done tonight, and I don't want any excuses. So, yes, 19 minutes. Thank you, Marlene. So I'm gonna just, yeah, I'm gonna thug it out for this next 10 minutes. I would try to see, I would even try to like do a hard restart on some of the other, because I just need my um Chrome to start over to be able to show the thing I want to show. But I don't want to risk it. Like the stream last night, I got totally completely kicked off of. And luckily was able to come back, but yikes. Okay, so but you know what, while we're here, I can test out some of these other things. Like, for example, I said I liked some of the gadgets. Oh, thank you, Marlene. Yeah, if you don't mind, hit the like button. That's another thing I definitely forget to do, is like, you gotta remind people. Just because you forget. I know I, as a viewer, sometimes forget, like, oh yeah, let me hit the like button, as a way to say, like, oh, thanks, or hello. Or as Marlene would say, if I don't hit it on the way in, at least let me hit it on the way out. Like, that's like rude. That's like coming into somebody's house and not saying hey or goodbye. That's what it feels like. But sometimes, yeah, you just genuinely forget because you get so engrossed into like whatever they're talking about that you don't realize you haven't done that. But the other thing, yeah, I think I might like about Streamlabs is they have these other widgets and stuff. Like they have this wait, where did it go? Oh, this spin wheel widget. I Now I don't know what I'm gonna use, what I would or could use it for yet. Oh, you know what? It could be used for. It could be used for like you could be use it in the live stream to pick a topic on what you're going to talk about for the evening. And why is it not only okay, see, like this, for example. Now I just threw this in here really quickly to make something up. All right, make this bigger and over my face. But how do I even spin this wheel? I don't even know how to spin the wheel. I put it in here and I don't know how to use it. My bad, y'all. I'm talking about, I like these widgets. Widgets I don't know how to use. It's in there though. Okay. Let me just try to spin it. Maybe I made it too big to try to spin. Oh, I definitely made it too big to try to spin. Because is that the spinner right there? Okay. I'm pressing the button. I'm not pressing the button. Alright. I should. See, this thing is not going to beat me. I'm not going to give this up right now, though. I'm going to give it up in like 2 more seconds, y'all. If I can't spin this wheel. You see me trying to press it. Alright, I'm going to have to go search on that one. See how you spin the wheel. So we'll just get rid of that for now. The other thing they have. Oh, you can do polls. Now, I know YouTube lets you do polls, but I just don't. I remember there being like limitations around them too, though, like which ones or how you could do them, or like it was something like you had to have. Maybe it was one of those things you had to use your community tab. I can't remember. I also don't know how to use the polls. So I don't know how to use any of these widgets that I'm like, oh, they have them. But I honestly think if I figured out how to use these widgets, like I could make my stream pretty. Oh, this is for Twitch. I don't know. Pretty nice. Mostly, more than anything, the main reason I'm trying this out, I'm not gonna lie, is because I want that sound that last night Trish was in here. She said I could get it. I want to be able to go boom 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 boom, and she said there was an app for that. So I looked up the app today, and the app says it connects with like every other streaming platform but StreamYard, and it said it connects with Streamlabs. Now the other reason is because this microphone that I love so much also came with like some special Streamlab download something, but I wasn't using it. So I was like, oh, I'm not going to worry about it. But then once it was the two of them, I was like, oh, okay, great. Yeah, I definitely want to figure out how to use the polls because I think that's a great way to engage the audience. And I feel like polls are probably easier on StreamYard than they are. Okay, you know, everything's easier on StreamYard than Streamlabs. This is for like, I don't know. This it's kind of advanced. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of advanced. So I don't know about that. One thing is definitely true as far as about the microphones. People will put up with a poor visual quality, but they will not put up with bad sound. Now, Marlene, your sound isn't bad, but having even better sound is probably even better, So I would say if someone were getting started and they were trying to decide, oh, do I invest in a camera before I invest in a microphone? I would honestly say they're probably better off investing in the microphone first if you already have like a camera phone, because those cameras are good enough. But you could have a better sound quality. I'm trying to, adopt that model of at least, trying to make every video a little bit better than the one before. So how I feel about it is, my goal is ultimately this. I would like to, at the end of the 90 days, hopefully have 4,000 watch hours and be at monetization. At the end of the 90 days, oh, that was the other thing I meant to do tonight. I meant to like do a presentation on what my goals were. At the end of the 90 days, I would like to have a live stream format. There is a thing I would like to do in my head right now. I've been calling it like everything's negotiable. I made a little bit of a like backdrop for it, I think, too. Do I have that? Oh, I don't. Okay. But basically, like, we would talk about different things in the news and or pop culture as it relates to negotiation. I got started talking about this last night because why my channel was about, talking about growth mindset, negotiation strategies to create a life that you love was because it's something that I could talk about all the time and forever and like go on and on about it. And when there are different things in the news that are about negotiations, I love talking about it. Oh, actually, I started to pull things. I'm like, what's things that you're going to use to establish your credibility? Okay, so here's my proof. Okay, yeah, it doesn't say my last name. Here's my proof that I'm a trained mediator from the, oh God, what is the name of this institute? Okay, this doesn't help right now if I forget what MWI stands for. It's the something institute. It's a nonprofit that specifically is about alternative dispute resolution and allowing people to mediate over going into lawsuits as a preferred method. And what the MWI stands for is still, they don't even have it on their website. It's still beyond me. But yeah, you can go check it out at mwi.org. They are a nationally recognized dispute resolution firm that builds their clients' capacity to collaborate and find mutually beneficial solutions through ombudsmen's mediation and negotiation services. Um, my other credentials was that I, in 2020, was a teaching assistant for the Harvard Project of Negotiation. I literally could talk about this all the time. And so I, every time I hear something in the news, I often think about it in terms of the negotiation. Like, oh, like, why did that person do that? Like, that's bad for their negotiation. Or, and I often think about it too in terms of like, when we think about celebrities, um, like they are negotiating with the public at large every time they are doing something because of the perception and what that means about like their fan base's interest in giving them money later. So like right now, last night we started talking about like Jennifer Lopez's reaction to everybody's not liking some of her content that she's recently put out, and to go take the next step to strike small creators, etc. And I'm like, that is a serious, it's a negotiation fail with, as far as everybody who would potentially do business with J Lo, as far as potential customers, and as far as even potential labels that would want to promote her music in the future. Is like, oh no, she can't handle if there's any backlash, and that could put like, it's not a good look. But and then there are other things um like Latasha Smith suing Escape about the use of the name. Like some of those things really do get into legal things, but some of them are about the relationship. And really, with every negotiation, you are weighing how much you want the things that you were saying you want and the relationship. Like if it's only a short-term relationship, it's just about this transaction, maybe you don't care how aggressive you're going to be to get the thing that you want. But if it's somebody like your sister, Latasha, maybe you care that you, but I don't know, no love lost there apparently, because they've been at it for a while. So yeah, I've been trying to think of a way to kind of frame what my everything's negotiable show would be if I did that on a regular basis, and just um have people like talk about their thoughts about the negotiation, because I also think looking at how other people negotiate things is good information for when and if you are ever in that situation, or trying to negotiate something. So yeah, those were, so goal number one was monetization. Goal number two was clarity on what my actual live show could be about on a regular basis. And yeah, goal number three is community. I hope that by the end of it, there's also people that I get to know, like, and trust, like yourself. Because certainly that was a huge way we got to know each other, with like me, you, and Geo, was from me getting to know y'all in the live stream. So I would hope that, yeah, it's also a community of people that by the time I end, I'll say specifically, ideally, a community of content creators who have, like, we've gone through that same journey together and are able to support each other on what it looks like on the other side. Hopefully, being successful with it. So, those are my three goals for the 90 days, and it looks like I am 33 minutes in. Hey! So, day 3 out of 90. I will not be using Streamlabs tomorrow. We're just going to StreamYard it up easily. Or maybe I'll just try the actual YouTube live directly tomorrow and see how that works. But I know I'm not even 10% there. But as someone who started this channel so long ago and has had like spurts and starts, and I think my last live stream on this channel was about before I started doing this challenge, was a year ago when I was opening my adult Easter basket. This feels, I don't know, almost like coming home. So hi fam, and good night. Thank you, Marlene. Yes, I did it. I couldn't have done it without you. I appreciate you being here so that I had someone to interact with.